Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Stork versus Queen, an RJB replay sent to me over Discord. Bottom left, we've got ourselves our brown Zerg, it is Queen, and the top right, it is Stork. This is Match Point, a very, very weird map. I'm sure you're familiar with it by now. And Terror the Overlord scouting out. Yep, I know you don't like space station maps, but we all have our duty to fulfill, Mr. Terry. Alright, so we've had a TVZ on Matchpoint fairly recently. I don't remember who it was. But maybe it was Ample? Like Ample versus, I don't know, Soxry or something? And the Terran player got 2 vultures into this base. And that was it. That was the game. But vultures are not here today. It's a ZVP, so a lot of Dragoons and Zealots and High Templar and Archons and a lot of Storm. Storm on the horizon here for Queen. That is a certainty. Probe scouting in, see what's what. On the other side, ooh, this drone's hiding. Look at this. The drone's like, oh no, and the probe's like, I'm counting you. You're missing a drone, and this Queen's like, ah ha 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 ha. Oh wait, 294. Okay, the juke, like that alone, that was such a sick play from Queen. Oh, and then he's, what is he cannon rushing? He's faking a cannon rush at the very least. Oh, what is Queen's response here? Because he doesn't have a pool. He hatched first. Oh my gosh, 2 pylons. It's a fake out. Dude, the mind games. And look, he's going to go for a Nexus first play behind this. He's, oh, I don't know. I don't know if Queen's buying this. Oh no, he does actually glitch a drone back here. He's got 3 drones off the line. Oh, now you're trapped in here with me. And then the drone or the probe glitches out. Oh my gosh. So much glitching happening right now. Oh, this is hilarious. Dude, okay, so that juke. So step 1, Queen sends the drone up here at the time he knows the probe's coming in. Jukes it around, gets the hatch first down without getting it blocked by the probe, which is just, A+. A+ move there. Stork responds with a fake cannon rush into Nexus first, which the Overlord is going to scout. Good job, Terry. Make it happen. Sees the forge, sees the gateway, sees the wall off, sees the Nexus first, recognizes he can't touch it. So you know what? Third base at 3 minutes. That's right. That's what. So we are macro opening here. Queen versus Stork. Some crazy head games happening. Some jukes, some sneaky stuff happening from both players thus far. This is great. So what's funny about this pylon is if this was a StarCraft 2 pylon, then the Zerg player would prioritize killing it, because you can warp units into any area where a pylon is. It's a slow warp-in at this stage of StarCraft 2, but it's a warp-in nevertheless. And there have been professional games where the Zerg player's like, not going to worry about it right now. And then warp gate gets researched, and then like a DT warps in here. And the Zerg player's like, oh. So yeah, Queen, again, not super prioritizing it. I'd rather kill this probe than this pylon for obvious reasons. Terry the Overlord's like, well, if you're not opening gateway first, which that wasn't the case at all, so your cybernetics core is late, so I can at least get up here and maybe see if I can scout what's happening inside the main base. Nothing much to see, says Terry. There's a pylon and a Nexus and some gas up here. Neat. I mean, recognizing that there's gas being mined. Yes, of course there's gas being mined. There's a second base. If there was one base, it could be like a 2-gate Zealot thing with no gas. But at this stage, you've got 2 bases. You don't go 2-gate Zealot off of 2 base. It doesn't make any sense. It's too slow. It's dumb. It's like a Zerg player going slow ling attacks off of a 2-base economy. It's like, nah. Nah, not at all. Scouts the Stargate, starts the run. Run! Run, Terry! Hide. Now it's a hide-and-seek game because you can't run from that Corsair. If it knows where it is, you will die. Citadel, standard stuff from Stork as well. So quick plug today for FalconPaladin.store. It's a place you can get merch for Falcon Paladin stuff We've got cool t-shirts. We have 2 types of hoodies, a thinner one and a thicker one, depending on how cold it is where you live right now. We also have, also one of the shirts is a bit of a hide-and-seek match, so check it out, falconpaladin.store. We also have hats there. Oh, no! Oh, no, Bob the Zealot. Bob the Zealot, why? Again, these aren't Jaedonglings. These are Queenlings. But, oh, loses one real fast. Was already injured. But, just for the scouting purposes alone. This is bad. This is really bad. Spiral only from Queen to deal with the Corsair stuff, etc., etc. But yeah, falconpaladin.store. If you want a nice new winter hat with the Falcon Paladin logo on it, check it out. We also have mugs, which are very cool. Good for the colder months if you're in the northern hemisphere. And like I said, we have t-shirts for the southern months if you're in Straya or like South Africa or Colombia or any number of countries in the southern hemisphere. There are many of them. Too many to count, honestly. How many countries are in the southern hemisphere versus the northern hemisphere? And I guess countries that straddle the equator kind of ruin that number too. It makes it hard to get an accurate count. Anyway, 3 zealots out across the map. Sure, I guess. They're waiting on zealot legs when they'll be real scary. Just, Queen's got to deal with potential attacks to both the third base and the natural base. Yada, yada, yada. Y'all know how this works by now. +1 air weapons indicates we're going to see more Corsairs than usual, etc., etc. Let's see what else is going on in the world. I had a Google Play credit. So, Google does this thing where it's like, will you just please review restaurants you go to and theme parks you go to and all that kind of stuff. And I've been doing it for years with absolutely no rewards whatsoever, right? I don't know. I was just doing it because... I guess if they bug you enough, you'll do it. But recently, they're like, hey, here's actually a tangible reward for being a local guide. And I was like, oh, and it was like a $6 play credit on the Google Play Store. And I was like, hey, that's a thing that I can use to get stuff. So I ended up getting, actually, one of my subscribers, JLC. These mutas are out, and here we go. Mutas again against Corsairs with +1. He's been trying to get me to read comics for a while, and I'm like, look, man, I like comics. I'm not telling you they're bad or dumb. I just don't have the time for it. And I was like, you know what? Google Play has comics, has digital comics, so I got Batman Year 1 out there for like $8 total bucks, because I had some extra play credit there from doing other stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's been nice. It's been cool. I can definitely see the influence of Batman Year 1 on Batman Begins. It's pretty cool. And also, especially on The Batman with Robert Pattinson that came out this year, which is, man, I like that one a lot. Good Batman movie. So Zealots just casually wandering into the natural base. There are no lings here. There's one sunken, but that's not going to stop the carnage. Mutas, come back. Zerglings, no, don't stop there. Come help kill these stupid Zealots that are killing our drones. Into the main base. Bro, get a free scout off. Don't have to send an observer in there at all. And like I said, Corsair production happening. So in short, all of these mutalisks are dead because there's already 6 Corsairs out and they already have +1 attack. That's all you need. That's all you need is +1 attack. So the Hydras are gonna Overlord down. Scourge getting 1 hit off, but not a second one. You need the 2 to kill the Corsairs. And the mutas are like, yeah, okay, the Corsairs are that way. I'm going this way. And the Corsairs are like, oh, they found an Overlord to kill. Look, man. You know my thoughts on mutalisks by now. I'm just going to shut up, and I'm going to see how this game goes, because sometimes mutalisks do not immediately lose the game for the Zerg player, as evidenced by this case, where they're killing High Templar. Nice! High Templar down. Oh, that cannon literally has 15 HP. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? And the Corsairs are like, the mutalisks are going to fly this direction. And then they did, but then they... Oh, well, okay. So now the mutas are dead. Run! Split! Oh, the splitting is actually going very well. Oh, wow. Did none of those mutas... That was sick! That was crazy sick. None of those mutas died. Dude, I've seen splits attempted before. I've never seen it turn into an absolute 0 death count for the mutas. Insane. All right, man. These Zealots, as we already established, have +1. They have the speed. There's an Archon here. You know, he wishes he was too high Templar for Storms, but, you know, an Archon's okay, I guess. Scourge. Oh! Whoa! Way good connections there on those Scourge. Queen needed those. Dude, that's a 2 Corsair count remaining. There were 6 Corsairs out a minute ago. He's making more Mutalisks because he's like, by golly, I just had great success against Corsairs. I have 4 Mutalisks, and if I had 8, it would go even better for me. Working on Overlord speed, working on missile attack upgrades for the Hydras. All right, all right. So look, Queen took down a bunch of the Corsairs. He picked off a couple High Templar. He forced 2 High Templar to turn into an Archon. All of this is good stuff, but the Zealot count indicates we need some lurker aspect at some point here. And I don't think we've done that yet, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely do not think that we have researched lurker aspect yet, because we've been spending that gas on things like Mutalisks instead. So Observatory coming in just in case. Oh, that Storm group dodging storms the Mutalisks. High Templar, enough energy for not another one. Oh, this group. But no, reinforcing Zealots coming in. This is such a stupid map for camera controls. All right, man, this one Sunken's being asked to do a lot here. This is a ton of Zealots here at the natural base. And, oh, Hydra's coming around from the backside to try to assist too. This Archon should be dead. It's got 2 kills to its name. Dude, the Zealots are just target firing drones here. The drone count is down to 42. Oh, this one Corsair's like, die, Mutalisk. And the Hydras are like, how about you die? And there are still Zealots down here because both Hydras and Mutas take forever to kill Zealots. It's 41 workers now for Queen. 50 workers for Stork. His third base is warping in. Sure, there's a Mutalisk flock of 10 Mutas out, but I still think the money would have been better going into lurkers, but who knows? I am not better than Queen is at this game. I'm not better than probably most of you at this game. But anyway, all right, what do we got? The Mutas, there's some DTs cruising around. Again, Overlords are not spread across the map because the Corsairs were problematic. Here comes an Overlord. These 2 DTs are going somewhere. I guess maybe they're gonna... Oh, Muta's taking down the cannon. Nice. Taking down another cannon. Nice. Taking some Corsair hits. Not nice. Actually. Are you gonna get... trying to get shuttled in? Ooh, there is a shuttle. Okay. We're gonna get shuttled into the main. So there's an Overlord here. There's 2, actually. But there's absolutely no Sunken, no Lings, no Hydras, no nothing in the main base. So this third base of Stork does not happen. And Queen's on the rampage. But guess what Stork's doing? Sneaky, sneaky Invisible Man stuff. Artosis' favorite unit, the Invisible Mans, are here. And what do they want to do? Okay, Spire. Sure, let's wipe the Spire out. I mean, huge tech structure that Queen obviously is relying on pretty heavily here. Done. Out. Let's go ahead and kill what we can. Otherwise, not much else. Okay. Nice. But Stork, man. Storm's up. Stork's only on 2 bases, but good Storm. Good. I mean, +1 speed lots and Storm, man. How else do you kill Hydras? What else is your recipe as a Protoss player? There isn't a better one. Reavers, maybe, but at this stage of the game, absolutely Stork's doing what he needs to do. But the 4th base is popped from Queen. He's still down about 10 workers, but again, oversaturation is happening from Stork on 2 bases. He really wishes he had a 3rd. Beautiful Storms. And what would have said about Storms being in the forecast? Not wrong about that. Okay, Corsairs all dying, bruising up these Mutas, though, making them more susceptible to Storms. Are there any High Templar to snipe? Absolutely dead. Dead High Templar tosses down a Panic Storm at the end of it. The Mutalisks putting in some work. They're all purple and pink, and, you know, this only has 22 HP. Not exactly what you want if you're a Mutalisk, but you're not dead, which matters. This group of fighters is like, if we can hold this ramp against these Zealots, sure. They got +2 attack. The Hydras do. Nice. +2 attacks on these Zealots as well, but all right. 10 more Hydras on the way. Replacing the Spire. This is Queen being like, no, I can make Mutalisks work. The Corsair count, I think, is 1 right now, and there's no more of that happening. These Mutas are like, we can outrange Archons if we do sick killer Mutalisk micro, which not everyone can do. 116 to 102 supply. Stork has a lead. That's a free Archon, though. No, kill it. Dude, this is, it's got 37 HP. Okay, the Hydras are like, nah, Let's not do that. Let's instead get chased down by speedlots and stabbed in the back with psi blades. That's way cooler. Where's that mutaflock? Out in the middle of the map here somewhere. But yeah, look, 4th base from Queen is up. 3rd base warping in for the 2nd time here from Stork. Not great. Not where you want to be at 15 minutes. It's now 50 to 48 workers. So Queen took the advantage. Now he has a worker lead. He's got more available mineral patches to mine from, which means, yeah, I mean, there's long distance mining here from Stork because of the oversaturation level. It's so bad in the main and the natural that that's what he has to do. He's tossing up additional gateways now that he has a 3rd base. No sign of a robotics bay. But Queen's been left alone for, it hasn't been long, but it's been like, what, 2 minutes now? And he's feeling it. He's feeling his oats. He's like, all right, cool. So we got +2 Hydras. The Mutas I've been making all day have +1 Carapace. There are a full stack of 12 of them here with more coming in. And yeah, the Muta strategy of just being like, we pick off High Templar. Although not doing that. Where are you going? Why? Okay, they're just fleeing, I guess. Reposition. Reposition. High Templar sniped. Okay, took a storm for it, but 11 Mutas remain. Dragoon count a little dicey here for these Mutalisks. But the Hydras are good answer to those Dragoons. Just got to make sure there's not too much storm, right? Mutas being active. That's the thing. It's so hard with Mutalisk to be active with them, and if you don't, they're worthless. Because if they hold still long enough, something's going to come kill them, and you need them to be harassing or defending or picking off High Templar or something. Another Zealot attack in the main base of Queen. Does take a couple drones out. More shuttle shenanigans. How did they just run in? I don't see a shuttle anywhere in the general area at all. Look at this pre-split. Hydra's right side, Hydra's left side, Hydra's top side. Trying to go for that surround. That's so good. Storm is up. Muta's not finding any High Templar to massacre. No, there is one back there. Almost got him, but he's still alive. Storm's getting some serious hits. The Zealots are doing awesome work here too. And boy, it's 118 to 114 supply. It's a very close here at 17 minutes. This group of Hydras did not really engage in that final battle, which I guess Queen... It's too hard to control that much stuff, man. Archon at the front, dead. Too many Hydras, too scary. Storm is up. High Templar down. Storm is up. High Templar down. So they got one Storm apiece. Did a great job creating Hydralisk corpses. More Lings. Where are the Zerglings against these Dragoons? But the Hydras are like, we can do it. We don't need that. They have +3 attack. The gateway units do. It's only +2 for these Hydras. Again, Queen spending all of his money on the Hydra Muta here. Finally getting Lurker aspect at 17 minutes. Oh, this is crazy stuff, man. I don't know. 190 supply right now. Stork is up. He's got his 3rd base. He's just pumping Zealots against all these Hydras, which is what he needs. Because there are no Lurkers, nor will there be any for some time. This is a tight game. Be sure to thank RJB for this replay. They're always killer. I've never cast an RJB game and been like, well, that was a letdown. He's the best. Check him out, RJB TV on YouTube. And hit that like button if you're enjoying this too. Both Protoss and Zerg players are like, oh, okay. Kind of like where my favorite race is right now. Not feeling too bad if you're the Zerg. Not feeling too bad if you're the Protoss. You wish Lurker aspect was already done for Queen, but the Mutas have been doing work anyway. And the Mutas, yeah, they've been putting in work. I think they paid for themselves. They've killed a lot of High Templar. They've obviously picked off that Observer. They probably killed a shuttle when I wasn't paying attention. So it's just nice. It's nice for all of that. It's just without Lurkers, the Zealots are such a problem. And, you know, I haven't even mentioned, you know, the Hive Tech possibility here of where is your Hive Tech man? He doesn't even have a Queen's Nest yet. Bottom right base warping in from Queen. Going for a 4th base of his own. Did I say Queen or Stork? Stork's getting a 4th base. Queen already has a 4th base. Queen either needs a 5th base, and it's hard to take on this map. This is technically yours, but, like, it's so hard to defend. I don't know. I feel like Zerg players especially. Jumps in. High Templar down. High Templar down. High Templar down. Sick. And Storm's injuring his own units there a little bit, too. Because you're trying to store Mutalisks on top of your army. then your army's going to take some of that storm. It does the friendly damage. Dude, 130 to 123 supply. Queen is up. There's no storm in this army at all. If the zealots die, I don't know. The Archon comes over to shoo away the mutalisks to the south. More Hydras coming in. Finally, Lurkers have joined the party, only to immediately die. More High Templar. Popping. The mutos are like, come here, little High Templar. Come here. Dead. Dead High Templar. 2 more being protected by 4 cannons, which is great. But if Queen can wipe out this base, I don't think he has to kill the 3rd. I think if he kills the 4th base of Stork and continues to deny it, he can win this game. Or Jukes kills it. Archon takes another storm into the face. Only 1 Hydralisk dies technically to it there. That High Templar has enough energy for 1 more storm ready to go. The Hydras are like, we kill this Nexus before we get stormed to death. These Hydras dancing around on the outside, trying to dance and dance and dance and avoid more storms. The 4th Nexus does fall for Stork. Hydras just trying to deal with these Zealots as best they can. I mean, I guess there's +1 armor now for the Zealots, so that makes it extra difficult. But 129 to 91 supply. Queen is up now at 21 minutes. He's got the Lurker aspect. He's not really using it. Maybe that first Lurker dying was a message to him that he didn't, probably shouldn't make any of more those in this game. Is he superstitious? He's a little stitious. It's not looking good for Stork. This is not a big, scary Protoss army. Even with the storm, the mutas come in again and just say, no, you die. All the High Templar are dying, and that's a GG. Stork taps out, and our guy, Queen, is the winner in 21.5 minutes today. That was, woof, something to behold. That was really a really fantastic display of Zerg there from Queen. Wow. No Lurkers, no Defilers, just Mutalisks and Hydralisks. And if your Muta control is good enough and snipes down enough High Templar, then Hydralisks can beat Dragoons and Zealots, even with +3 attack, even with +1 armor. And this was the moment of the game. Stork could not hold a 4th base against the 4-basing Queen. And yeah, the longer the game went on with the 4th base, the more Stork's odds were going to win. That's about it. So 1 kill for this Mutalisk, 4 kills for this Mutalisk, 2 kills. This one has 12 hit points and a kill. Wow. Excellent Mutalisk control. And yeah, so you can win against Protoss, even if they start out with 6 Corsairs with +1 and keep pumping Corsairs. Scourge hits did a few of them in. Hydralisks killed a couple. Mutalisks killed a couple. And just like that, Mutalisks rule the skies. Wow. That was great. That was super duper great from Queen. Not easy to do, but if you can do it. 170,000 points here for Stork. 163,000 points from Queen. Huh, haven't seen this in a while. The losing player has a higher score here at the end. 426 units produced by Queen, 220 produced by Stork, and not quite a 2-to-1 kill-death ratio here for Stork. That's where it was lost. 446,000 resources spent for Queen, 38,000 for Stork in a 21-minute game, and 4-base to 3-base. The 3rd base was delayed as well. So again, economics play a huge factor. Man, absolutely incredible. Great stuff. Okay, so that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.